Yeah, like I can play. Normally I have this light on and then I dim this light so that it has a cool aesthetic. You want that light, right? Yeah.
Any word on the woman from last week?
Nah, I haven't. Yeah, like I texted her friend and I didn't get a reply back. I'm hoping she's good.
Oh, did
I don't know if you've heard from her.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
So she like broke her ankle. I thought I texted you, no?
Yeah. I meant like I don't know if there was like any update.
Oh, since then nothing. That's the wrong one. What color do you want?
I think last week we had it was like a bluish.
Yeah, it was like a blue color.
Yeah, it was
like that.
I really liked that one.
Yeah, like blue.
And then we had this,
Like this?
one lower. Yes.
Blue is a pretty color.
It's a little dark.
Oh, you changed the brightness. Is it dim? Oh yeah, it's that little, yeah,
Bluetooth connected.
Brandon, did you like the story?
What happened?
The story that I posted?
Yeah, I appreciate that. Like every little thing helps to get people here. So thank you.
It's all good.
CCs. And then for those of you that feel super comfortable with CCs, I have another variation that we can add to that, okay? So let's all go into neutral position, which is right here. All right, keep in mind that with almost all of the steps that we're going to be going over, we're sitting on our heel for the most part. So if I go into a move or if I'm ending out of a move, this is going to be the default position that we're going to start from, end or end in, okay? So for CCs, I'll demonstrate the movement and then I'll break it down for those of you who just don't remember or if this is your first time seeing it, but this is what the move looks like. Okay, so you see that whenever I kick out, the opposite foot comes directly underneath my butt. Sometimes I notice when people are beginner, they come all the way back here like this, and they do somewhat like this, and their butt is really close to the floor. But after you kick, I'm sitting right back on that foot. That's probably like one of the most important things that I want everybody to try to remember. And then from here, I'm switching my feet, and I'm switching my hands. Also, if possible, there's a difference between me doing this, right? And then me being back here and doing this. Because I know there's gonna be at least one person, and this is me not trying to call out anybody, but I know there's gonna be at least one person that's gonna fall back here just because it's more comfortable naturally to be in this position when you're transitioning versus me being up here, okay? So when we're going into this step, try to remember that we're leaning forward. And while I'm even switching over to my right and my left, and I'm putting all my weight here, I'm still leaning forward and I'm putting all my weight forward. And then when I switch, I'm just switching over to the opposite side, and I'm still, again, like my back is arched this way, and I'm not leaning back here. Okay, so this is one thing I really, really want you guys to try to remember, okay? I also just want to talk about the variation real quick for those of you who already have this step down packed, and then we can go over both steps together. So if you feel comfortable with your CC already, this is something that I want you guys to try. After you kick out your right foot, again, we're alternating both of our hands to our right side. We do the kick, and we're going to end here. From here, instead of us coming back, we are going to take our left foot, we are going to hook in, and we are going to hop forward like this. Here, and then we're going to kick back. 2, then place it down. Switch, switch, kick, hook in, hop in. 1, 2, come back, okay? So that's just, again, something that you can do to really just leveling up something that starts from our basic foundation and then tweaking it to make it look a little bit more advanced, all right? So can we all try just regular CCs real quick? So again, I'm gonna take it super slow, and then for those of you who have it down, we can try, like the more advanced version. Again, I'm taking my right foot, and no, I'm fixing my, but we're gonna take, I just like to tuck in because I know that, yeah, okay. So I'm taking my right foot, I'm kicking out, just like that. Both of my arms are up, I'm placing them here. Also, everybody come up for 2 seconds, sorry. I wanted to make an announcement as well about our hand placements. So for those of you who took my class before, I know I've drilled over and over and over to make sure that when you're doing your footwork, to make sure that your hands are here. For CCs, I want to say this is one of the few steps where there's an exception, where if you do want to just place your wrist flat down here, I think that's okay, only because of the nature of the move. But typically for like the 1 step or the 6 step, we want to have our hands here. But CCs, the reason why I think it's important for us, depending, and I think that this is more of a personal preference because I've seen people that have come before me do their CCs here, where they're still going like that. And I've seen some people go like this. It honestly just depends on how much weight you're putting into the step. kind of goes back to if I'm top rocking, right? And if I'm doing this, there's a difference between me doing this, which is technically correct, and me putting all that weight down. So that's why I'm, again, giving all of you somewhat the freedom. And I just want you to be really mindful of, like, depending on how much weight you're putting into that step, depends on whether or not I would advise for you to be here or to be here. Because it's a matter of preference. Again, like, we can all do the same footwork, and it can all look somewhat different based on how far you come down or how light you want to stay up. And then that kind of falls into the category of, like, okay, I want to do my CC super heavy, or I want to do my CC super light. It's just whatever, you know, resonates within you. So I'm gonna let you guys play with that, alright? So, again, we're gonna take our right foot, I'm kicking out here, both of my hands are coming here, and when we do the step, try to keep both of your knees squeezed together when you go into the actual kick. So again, my right foot is here, I'm sitting on my left foot, I'm twisting over to my right, and both of my knees are together, and my foot is up here, my butt's in the air, and I'm just like this. And we're gonna hold this, bring it right back down. So from here, I'm going to bring in this right foot, and I'm gonna switch with my left, just like that. And then I'm swapping over this side, and I'm gonna do the same thing, where I'm gonna squeeze both of my knees together, just like that. And I'm twisting over, just like that. Keep in mind that when I do the kick, we are all on our tippy toe, all right? And then we bring it down, and then same exact thing. I'm gonna switch my feet, and I'm switching my hands, same exact thing. So we're gonna bring up, twist, bring it down, and switch, and kick, bring it down, switch, and switch. Just like that, okay? So, you guys can at ease for a second if you need a minute. Again, just for, I guess, like the more advanced variation. If you feel like you definitely feel comfortable with that step, then you can challenge yourself with this. Again, it starts off the same way. My right foot kicks out. I'm putting both of my hands here. I'm twisting right here. But this time, my left foot is hooking in right here. And I'm going to jump forward to bring it in. Just like this. You guys take a look at me. And then from here, I'm jumping back to where I started. And then I unhook and I sit down. And then I'm going to switch both of my feet and my hands. Boom, boom. I do the kick here. I hook in, top out. I place it back. I switch, I kick, hook in, top out, place it back. Okay?
I like this one.
So that's, again, I don't really see too many people getting super technical with their footwork, and I really, really love footwork. Like, this is the part of breaking that I really fell in love with in the beginning. So I think it's really important for you guys being beginners to get into the habit of really drilling this foundation, but at the same time, from the foundation, you can play with it and add to it, because little things like that, if I was judging or if I was just watching somebody do that, that little, you know, in and out, that would catch my attention a lot. Because everybody, you know, is doing this, right? But I don't see people doing variations like that and playing with it, okay? So this can just be kind of like a blueprint for you to just play with this step as well. I think for those of you that have had me before, you already know what we're gonna do, so I want you guys to try to make a mental note of what we're doing here, and then towards the end of the class, I'm gonna give all of us an opportunity to really just play with this step, all right? So can we all try to do CC together? This time I just want to watch. All right? So we're going to start to the right. So everybody's right foot is out. And we're twisting all the way to the right. And we're kicking. Bring it down. And switch. And kick. Bring it down. Switch. Kick. Bring it down. Switch. kick, bring it down, twist and switch, and stop. How do you all feel? Like we're good with that? Yeah? You guys don't look good doing it, I'm telling you, so that's good. I'm gonna go into that. So what she just did is an example of like a back CC. So that's a more like advanced version of what you. Let me teach, girl. Like you spoiled in the class. But yeah. So again, with this step, I don't think it's really that much of a crazy difference. And I think I spoke about this before. But you can also do CCs with just one arm too. But with this, that requires you to really sit up more. And you have to do the move faster because we're putting all of our weight on our hand. If you're doing a CC with just one arm slow and we're like this, it's gonna, you're gonna really feel it versus you having the support from two hands and going like that. I'm gonna also require everybody to sit upright a little bit more because again, when we're doing CCs with just one arm, our footwork will increase. There are some steps where the faster you do it, the easier it is. Because we don't want to put too much weight on one single arm for too much because it's going to hurt, they're going to feel it, all right? So, we can try that together real quick. Okay, so again, I'm going to start by kicking my right foot out. And for this, I'm just placing my right hand here. My hips are thrusting up. And I'm gonna try my best to squeeze this too when I also do the kick. In 3, 2, 1, here, here, okay? So again, make sure that we're lifting our hips up, here, and then we're twisting it, here. And you should feel it a lot more in your core, okay? And then once we do that, we're going to come in, just like this, and this kicks out and we switch. So from here, it's going to be the same exact thing. Our hips are coming up, and we twist. All the weight is down, and then we bring it right back down. Keep in mind, please make sure that you're stepping back on your heel, all right? And that you're sitting more up than leaning back here, okay? So if I add a little bit more speed to it, it will look like you can also see how I'm literally juggling my momentum to left, to right, to left, to right. And I get into like a certain rhythm. So it makes it easier to go back and forth. If we're just forcing it, just like this, it's gonna be harder versus, again, I'm swaying, 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 I'm swaying. I'm literally putting all my momentum here, and then I switch, and I bring it there, and I switch, bring it here, and I switch. But the only difference is that I'm just picking up the speed. If I'm going too slow, yes.
Do you like twist all the way to your toe, or you go on your side of your toe?
I twist all the way, so I'm here. Oops, that was by accident, but yeah. So when I kick out, again, I'm here, boom, and then I bring it back down, and I switch, boom, bring it in, switch, same exact thing, boom, and switch, boom, bring it in, and switch. So my feet switch before my arms switch, just to keep in mind, okay? I know it's a natural thing because it's easier for you to kick back, which is why I keep saying just try to be mindful to keep your body forward versus you naturally leaning backwards. Okay? So for the next, what time is it? Yeah, for the next like minute, 1 to like maybe 3 minutes, I want us to play with the regular CC. I want us to again play with this step. Where we kick out, here, hook, pop back, bring it down, switch, kick, hook, pop, bring it back. In addition to just the one arm CC, which is here. I'm really twisting my hips. And again, I'm trying to bounce the momentum from left to right to left to right to left. but come up. And you're ending here, right? Exaggerate all my weight onto the side of my foot, and I can shift my momentum down here, so that way it's going to allow me to slide either all the way to the left or all the way to the right. So if I demonstrate that, that would look like this. Keep in mind that when I do that slide, all of my weight is here. So you need to make sure that you have X amount of stamina to just hold your body up for that 1 second. And I think that again, if you're doing performance, if you're battling and you add a little slide to it, like it's unexpected and it just looks smooth as fuck in my opinion. So that's something that I would love for us to try, and I'll demonstrate it again. So if I was just to do one arm from here, I'm going to literally, instead of me going all the way, I'm stopping here. So when I say here, it means I'm stopping on the left side of my foot or this right side of my foot, okay? And all the weight is literally here. Depending on the material of your shoe, you might need to add a little bit more force to do a slide. I don't know. I'm looking at everybody's shoes. I think
I got new shoes.
I remember last time when I was going with the other thing that you were having difficulty based on your shoe. But I was gonna say that if you do feel like you cannot slide, you're more than welcome to take off like your shoes or a shoe just so that you have like the material from your sock. It makes it a lot easier, but you just don't have the durability. But I recommend it if you don't want to either like possibly mess up your shoe or if you just feel like you're getting stuck. Because I know that depending on my kicks depends on if I can do certain movement. And these shoes, luckily, you know, this material I can slide on. But I want to show you one more time before we try it together. So. And you can use that as a get up as well. Another thing that you could do if you really, really wanted to take it up a notch is from the slide into CC, into CC, into CC, into CC. Okay, so these are more patterns. These are just more ways that we can play with these really simple steps. Yes.
And you're sliding on one foot, or are you pushing off with the other one?
Am I pushing off? Yeah. So the momentum is coming from me shifting all of my weight from here, in addition to me taking my shoulders, my chest, and my hips, and I'm leaning inward in the direction that I'm trying to go. So if I know that I'm gonna slide this way and I'm sitting on this, I'm going to do that. I'm kind of like jumping into it. Here. And then either I can twist, and if you lose balance, and then you can reset, or if you have that control, you could, I got you, oh, you got it? If you want, you could, from here, stop, come down, switch, and then do it again. But I'm hopping off of the opposite foot, and I'm putting all of my weight in the direction that I want to go. But I'm really exaggerating it though. And again, your the opposite arm, or the direction that you're going in, that arm is going to be your main pillar of support. Keep that in mind. So if I know that I'm going to the right, you have to make that mental note. Okay, all my weight is going to go on my right. If you know that you're trying to slide to the left, make that mental note to like really brace that arm, because if you do it and you're not ready, you're gonna stutter like that, or you're just gonna collapse like that. So make sure that you're ready to actually catch yourself. Okay? Are we all comfortable to try to slide? Yeah. Okay. All right. So one more time. I'm gonna try to go to my left. So again, I'm gonna have my left foot out. I'm starting just like this. We're gonna go this way and 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and slide. And then the second after I come down from here, I put this down and I switch my feet instantly to get ready to switch in the opposite direction. So I just want to demonstrate that again. What I do after I slide. And then I will come into the opposite direction almost instantly. Okay? Not unless you want to intentionally just like drag it for a dramatic effect. But the second after I kick off here, I bring this down and I switch. And then I want to keep that momentum, and I want to, forward it to another direction, which is going to be to my right. And then I slide again. I bring it down. 1, 2, slide. Bring it down. 1, 2, slide. Bring it down. 1, 2, slide. Bring it down. 1, 2, and slide. Again, after every slide, you should feel a lot of tension here. Okay? I just want to throw that out there. You want to make sure that you also have somewhat of an idea of what you want to do from your slide. The slide should be acting as a transition into something else, not the end goal. So whether or not you want to go directly, again, back into your CCs, whether or not you want to go into a completely new footwork altogether, or if you know that you're done like dancing, you could use that as a transition just to stand up and get up. All right? So this time, let's add the slide, and I kind of want to watch you guys slide. I don't want to drill it too much because I know it's a lot of work up here. All right? So we're gonna start. Let's start to everybody's left. Okay? Are we all good? Okay. Okay. I'll wait for you. It's all good. So yeah, that's the benefit of having the stability from the shoe. But then the shoe might also drag you depending on the material. But yeah, that's what worked for you. So or just dance for you in general. And 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, go. Slide and switch, 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 slide. Question: how do we feel about going faster, or is that a good speed? Talk to me. That's good? Okay, I wasn't sure. Because I'm listening to the music, and typically I would try to go like slide, switch, slide, switch, slide, but I'm not sure how you guys feel about that. But okay, can we try one more time? Okay.
Can we do it from the beginning?
Oh, well, I was actually gonna add everything together. I just should try to slide one more time. Okay? Are we all good?
Yeah.
And 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, go. Slide and switch, 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 slide. All right. So you're putting more weight on that arm. I see that you're barely putting any weight. Don't be scared. Like you gotta put all that weight on that arm. And you're physically lifting up your body for like a second. All right. So it takes a decent amount of strength.
It's
all right?
tiring.
It is. It is. All right. So this time we are now going to do CC, CC, slide, slide, CC, CC, slide, slide. And then after that, I want us to get into a cipher, and I want us to add all the different variations that we just spoke about up until this point. And then I feel like I'm gonna need a lot of time to go over the last one, which is like the back CC, because that's a hard move, I'm not gonna lie, it's tricky. So I don't wanna overwhelm you guys by incorporating the back CCs into this, because I think that back CCs are honestly better if we're transitioning into freezes, or if we're doing a transition into threads, or something that involves us being down here, okay? Because I don't think that we're ready to transition from this down to here yet, because I don't want you guys to get injured, and you're not used to transitioning from here down to the floor yet. I think that I'll save that for another class, because I've seen a lot of people get injured in that simple level transition of just being, again, from here, getting down to your back safely, and keeping that momentum, and it's a little complicated, so I just want to focus after this cipher strictly on how to get into back CCs, how to do the move, and how to safely get out of them if you wanted to transition to something else. And then, yeah. So, as I said, we're going to do CC, CC, slide, slide, CC, CC, slide, slide. And then directly after that, I'm going to open up the cipher, and I want us to all go one at a time. We're going to take turns, and I want us to then freestyle and play with how would you go into your CC and how are you going to exit your CC. So I know all of us have some small level of breaking experience and or just some other dance experience. So it doesn't matter what you do prior to the CCs, I honestly don't care. And when it comes to you exiting your CCs, it's the same thing, I really don't care. I'm mainly just focused on how is it that you're getting into it, what are you doing while you're doing the motion, and how are you exiting from that motion, okay? So okay, so again, we're gonna start to our right, so it's gonna be CC, CC, slide, slide, CC, CC, slide, slide, CC, CC, slide, slide. All right, you got it? All right, let's try it together in 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, go. CC, CC, slide, and slide. And CC, CC, slide, and slide. And CC, CC, slide, and slide. And CC again. CC, last time, slide, and slide. Alright, breathe, breathe, breathe. Breathe, breathe. So, again, I know some of you are dying right now, but we're just building muscle memory, alright? So from here, can we create a giant cipher, a giant circle, please? Alright? And you guys need water, if you need a bathroom break, now would be the time. Just take a second to just recuperate. CCs and everything that I've spoke about thus far is what I'm mainly looking for. You know, don't be afraid to just dance as well, because I don't want this just to be strictly, okay, like, I have to do this move and only this move. Like, again, I know some of you do other styles as well, and one thing that I don't mind is if you do fall back on something that you're more familiar with, just so that you can get into the groove of like feeling comfortable with your movement. So yeah, top rock. For those of you that remember any of the go downs that we went over in any other class, now is the time to just do it. If you get absolutely stuck, of course you can just focus on what we're doing. But ultimately, I want this to also be an experience where, you know, to build everybody's confidence, because again, I know that this could be really awkward for a lot of people. I did it, I've been there, I'm still going through it myself. I feel a lot better now, but I still have my moments where, like, even in front of you guys teaching sometimes, I'm kind of like 50 sometimes, and I'm second guessing my own confidence, but you know, like, we're human and that's cool, right? So yeah, just have fun with it. Just try to, I just want to see something that we just went over. Like, I want to see some of the slides, I want to see the CCs in general, and if you really want to like challenge yourself, try to add that variation. Or you can try to make your own. I would be even more impressed if you guys can take what we want, as long as you're sticking, again, with that CC first, and then you can build on top of that, okay? Yeah? Alright, so whoever's feeling it, you guys know the deal. You can start it off. Yeah? 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 way that we typically get into this, it's really tricky. So, just how many of us here feel somewhat comfortable with any type of freeze on the floor? Okay. Okay, so the reason why I'm asking about freezes is because when it comes to doing back CCs, I think at everybody's current level, I think I'm gonna have us go into a freeze as the transition exiting out. And even if you are 100% able to stick that freeze, I think it's the safest thing to do at this moment. Alright, so let's just go over. Alright, let's go over the actual move. So, can we all start just like this? Then again, it might be hard for you guys to see me, so maybe I should demonstrate first. Can everybody, actually everybody sit up and just watch for a sec? Apologies. So from here, this is where we're starting. I'm going to take my right hand and I'm placing it directly to my right from here. And when I go into the movement, I'm going to kick my right leg out, just like this. I'm going to lift my hips up, just right here. My left arm is going to come around here. And I'm going to twist my hips all the way to the right, just like this. Now from here, my right foot is going to be somewhat aligned with my tippy toe, to the point where when I twist all the way to my right, my knee should be going into the ground. In addition to this right tippy toe, should be here. Alright, so I'm keeping this left arm, again, all the way here. This is going to help me with my balance and with my support. My right arm is pretty much idle, right here. And I'm twisting all the way over right here. So in this position, all the weight is on my right shoulder when I twist, okay? So from here, I'm twisting to my right, and all the weight is again on my right shoulder. My right knee is very, very gently touching the floor, and I'm on my right tippy toes. My left leg is always in the air from here, okay? From here, I'm going to bring this down, and I can't sit on my left foot, but my left heel is somewhat attached to like my butt from here. And you guys can't really see it, but my left foot is in right here. And then from here, I'm going to switch my arms to the opposite side, and I'm going to switch my feet just like that. So again, this left heel, my right heel is going right here. Okay? It's going to go right behind my butt. My right arm comes over, and this is when you come around.
Is that what I did earlier?
So here we go. My right arm is now coming here for support, and I'm gonna twist all the way over to my left, just like that. All right? So again, all the weight is on my left shoulder. From here, my right foot is up. It's kind of hard for me to keep this, but I just want to show you what it looks like from here. And then I'm going to come down, and I'm going to switch my feet in 3, 2, 1, just like that. And I also switch sides here. And I'm going to come all the way over now to my right, and I'm here, and I'm going to twist all the way to my right, and I'm going to hop into that step. So instead of me just rolling over like that, it's going to be a physical small hop, like this. Okay, so I can actually get into it. And keep in mind that this left leg is in the air. My right knee is right above the ground, but really close to it. And I'm on my right tippy toe. And for my upper body, all the weight is on my right shoulder. Okay? So from here, again, I'm gonna hop back from this position, like this, and then I'm gonna switch my feet, and I'm gonna switch my hand placement in 3, 2, 1, just like that, okay? I'm gonna switch again, from here,